Most communication problems aren't about words. They're not about what you said. They're about what the other person was ready to hear. And if you are not adaptable, you are not actually communicating. Here's what happens. We craft and create this perfect message. We think about exactly what we want to say. We write the email. We prepare for the conversation. We say the thing. And then it lands completely different than we expected. The other person gets defensive, or they miss the point, or they hear something that we did not intend. And we think, hey, but I said it clearly. Yes, you did. And it still didn't work, because communication isn't about transmission. It's about reception. The message you sent is not the message they received. And if you're measuring your communication by what you said instead of what they understood, you're doing it wrong. And you're going to keep being frustrated. Communication is what we say. Comprehension is what they heard. And their comprehension is what matters the most. Strong communication isn't about clarity alone. It's about adaptability. It's about understanding that the same words land differently depending on the person, the moment, and the context. I think about it like this. You can have the right message at the wrong time, and it fails. You can have the right message for the wrong person, and it fails. You can be completely clear, completely correct, and still be completely ineffective. What separates good communicators from great ones isn't vocabulary or confidence or charisma. It's their ability to adapt, to read the room, to adjust in real time, and to notice when something isn't landing and they shift. Your message didn't fail. Your timing did, or your delivery did, or your understanding of your audience did. And that's where the real skill is. Let's make this concrete. Timing matters. If you give someone critical feedback right after they've had a stressful meeting, they're not going to hear it the way that you intend. Their nervous system is already activated. The same feedback given the next morning lands completely differently. Same words, same purpose, but very different reception. Context matters. Saying we need to talk, which honestly should be outlawed, in person feels different than saying it over text. I'm still not a fan of the phrase, but think about how differently that lands. One feels like it could turn into a normal conversation. Hey, we should talk about this, versus we need to talk in a text message makes the other person spiral for hours. I have been there, and I guarantee you have as well. Those same words have a wildly different impact. The person matters. Some people need a big picture first. Some people need the details. Some people want directness. Others need you to soften the edges. And if you communicate the same way, in the same patterns, with the same intention to every single person, you're going to connect with some of the people and you're going to completely miss everything with others. Your state matters too. If you're frustrated when you send that email, it comes through, even if you think you're hiding it. If you're distracted in a conversation, people feel it. Your internal state bleeds into your communication, whether you want it to or not. So here's what I want you to start doing. First, before any important conversation, ask yourself this. What state is this person in? What do they need right now? What's the best way to reach them? Not in general, but specifically today. Second, stop measuring success in your communication by what you said. Start measuring it by what they understood. After an important conversation, check in. Say, what did you take from that? Or how are you thinking about this? Not because you don't trust them, but because you want to make sure that you actually communicated. Third, practice adapting. If you notice that something isn't landing, don't just say it louder. I see many people like, I'm just going to repeat this at a higher decibel. No, pause, try a different angle, ask a question. The ability to shift in real time is everything. Most communication problems aren't about words. They're about fit. The fit between what you said and what they were ready to hear. And the solution isn't to communicate more clearly. It's to communicate more adaptively. That's what strong communication actually looks like. Not a perfect delivery, a responsive delivery. Meeting people where they are. That's how connection actually happens.